It's not something that's improving. It's just him knowing that he's able to do it. Like you'll see just moments of him doing stuff where he's back to normal Alex, where in his head he's totally okay, and then there's moments where he's kind of hesitant, and that's what he's working on. And once he forgets the hesitantness, he'll be totally fine and back to his dominance.
Marcus, how much do you like playing along with Scal? Cal said that he likes it because he's got two athletic bigs out there. How much fun is that for you to play alongside him?
It's great because I'm able to just when we do this dribble drive, I'm able to kind of just we can able to throw it up, not just me but just Scal. So we have it with all those fellas, you can just throw it to the rim and one of us will get it.
Despite all the guys who left, your poll comes out today. You're ranked number 2. Does it feel like it's that seamless that the train keeps running no matter who the passengers are?
I mean, at Kentucky, you're expected to be great no matter who's on the roster. Mm-hmm. We have such big expectations here, just by the name on your jersey, and that's what pushes us to you have to battle each day to kind of fill in the jersey. You can't just walk into it.
Do you feel at this point that you're at any different point in development than last year as a team?
No, not at all. This is how every team goes, and that's how every year goes. You have to fill your team out and kind of just take it step by step. And right now we're on pace to being great.
Marcus, how often do you offer Jamal kind of within one assist of a triple double?
No, not at all. That's exactly what we need him to do, and he's shown that he's been able to do it the whole time. And it just took time for him to figure out how he can do it for us. And once he figured it out, he was off the races.
Marcus, how often
He using a lot of horse analogies.
Yes. Marcus, how often do you see Derek do things in practice like he did tonight and play as well as he did?
Oh, all the time. It happens all the time. It's just once he got comfortable with how to play with this team, he knew what he was supposed to do and he knew how to do it. And that's all it takes with Derek. Once he knows how to get it done and how Cal wants him to play, he'll do great.
How do you like playing with the three guards and the way things work out there?
Man, you guys would all just come at the same time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But I love it, honestly, because there's more eyes looking for lobs, more eyes looking for a pass, and they all know how to score. So it helps us tremendously with me, Scal, Alex, and even with Isaac. It just helps tremendously.
What was it like to just get out there in front of the fans for the first time against somebody else? This has probably been asked as well, but to play somebody else.
I love playing somebody else. It forces us to learn faster and fail faster. You don't really know what you're getting into until you actually step on the court with somebody else, and then you have to change your game plan as quick as possible and figure it out as quick as possible on the go. And that shows you what players are able to think on the run.
Thanks, Marcus.
Thanks.
Marcus, you've seen kind of both. You came in as a freshman, crazy expectations as a team, and maybe didn't catch you all off guard, but maybe found out it was a little harder than, I don't know. And then last year you had that really high expectations and you all just took off, didn't lose a game. I mean, do you feel like, what have you learned from those 2 years that you can give, to this team?
My freshman year, it was definitely a whole lot harder because we were all freshmen. We had no idea what we were getting into. And then it just took more time for us to figure each other out and figure out how we were supposed to get it done. And last year, we all came back and we all knew what our jobs were and what we needed to do to be successful, and it became easy last year. This year, we're back at square one with a couple more returners, but we still have to kind of figure it out on the fly.
You think this team's a little closer to maybe your freshman year as far as it's just going to take a little more time to figure everything out? I mean, not that.
Definitely it takes time to figure things out and kind of feel for each other, but with this team, I've noticed that they've learned a whole lot quicker than recent teams. They're willing to learn. They don't mind having criticism, and that's what's great about our team.
What team have you played on with the most talent? You're going to hate this question. If you had to pick one of all your teams, which
Man, I'm going to get text messages for that one, so I'm not going to reply to that.
You checking out on me? You have never ducked a question from me.
Man, that's a lose-lose.
You have the answer.
I'm going to go with my freshman year just because I love the people I was with. they were probably my best friends just because we came in together and we dealt with everything together, and that was like the hardest thing we've ever had to do. So I would just say my freshman year.
Can you see some of these freshmen and what you went through, and you can tell, they're getting it, or they're not based upon looking at their eyes?
Oh, I definitely saw when they walked in. I was like, oh, they have no idea what they're getting into. I was like, what did you do? And then now since I know what's gonna happen, I can kind of prevent it. I can teach them how to do it before Cal gets to them, or before our coaches start yelling at them. I can start feeling for them before they can make the same mistakes I do.
Explain that before Cal gets to him. I think this is going to be funny.
I mean, before practice starts, we're able to just scrimmage. So me and Tyler tried to scrimmage as much as possible, just so we can figure things out and just play together. And then when we would go, me and Tyler are trying to go so fast, we're calling things, and then we're like, wait, they don't know that. So we would stop and like kind of teach them what to do first, because we know if Cal sees it, because Cal's head goes 100 miles per hour during practice, so he kind of forgets that he has freshmen. So it's easier for us to teach him before we go to practice, so Cal doesn't have to slow practice down.
So these freshmen owe you?
No, they don't know it's anything. They're doing tremendous right now, and that's all we ask for.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Say, like you're saving my life
know.
from getting used to Cal yelling at you.
That's because we don't want to hear Cal yell either. So we just want to have a good practice. So the best way to help them is to help them speed up the process and figure it out.
Thanks, man.
Mark, talk about Derek. Is this the type of performance he does in practice every day that we just don't see?
Definitely. This is something Derek's been able to do since he's been here. He's just had to take the time to figure it out, figure out how Cal wants them to play, and once he figured that out, he was off to the races for it.
So he has